Let's go back to New York now. It is our top story. Donald Trump preparing for his historic court appearance tomorrow. And joining us live now, New York City criminal lawyer Julie Rendelman. Julie, good to see you. Thanks for your time this morning. So I guess we're going to find out more about this tomorrow. But what, as far as you can tell, is the case against him?
So, we've been doing a lot of guessing games, all of us, over the past, I guess it's been 2 weeks. But what we believe it's about is the hush money. Stormy Daniels was paid money during the time that Donald Trump was campaigning. She was paid that money by Michael Cohen, who was Donald Trump's attorney at the time. And the question is, A, whether or not Donald Trump provided funds to Michael Cohen to make up for that money, to reimburse him, and whether he said that that money was for legal reasons, for someone working for him as an attorney instead of for the hush money, number one, i.e. potentially false business records. And then the second issue, which would make that misdemeanor potentially a felony, is whether or not the reason that he did that was in order to enhance his campaign. Another way of saying it was a contribution to his campaign, although he was the one handing out the money instead of the money coming to him.
It sounds like, Julie, that there's a bit of plausible deniability here from Donald Trump's part, because you've got to jump through a few hoops to get to Donald Trump. So, I mean, does that weaken the case against him?
Well, especially when the plausible deniability, in order to make up for that, the person you're dealing with is Michael Cohen, because Michael Cohen is potentially the main witness. And again, we don't know if there's other witnesses that we don't know about that will corroborate and support what Michael Cohen has to say. But Michael Cohen, as far as we know, is the person that was in between Stormy Daniels' attorney and Trump. And so the jury has to, at trial, believe what Michael Cohen has to say beyond a reasonable doubt. And this is an individual that has been convicted of a crime, not just any crime, but one crime that involved lying. And that's going to be a big issue when it comes to cross-examination, which I can only imagine how vigorous it will be.
Yeah, and you've also got the DA, who is a registered Democrat. New York is a blue state, if you will. I mean, is there any chance, and Trump's legal team is concerned about this, and that's why they don't want cameras there tomorrow, is there any chance he gets a fair trial?
So, look, I've been a prosecutor and a defense attorney my whole career. And so it is true that we are in a blue state, but anytime you pick a jury, you have to be careful, especially in a case of this nature, that the jurors you're choosing are fair and impartial. Not that they don't know anyone, because you'd have to live on a far-off planet beyond Mars to not know who Donald Trump is, but that they're not willing to allow their opinions, their political beliefs to in any way cloud their judgment in the decision-making. And keep in mind, this trial is not coming for years, if it comes at ever. So I don't think we're going to be thinking about who the jurors are for quite a long time.
Okay, and just a final one here, Julie. I mean, just to confirm, he gets fingerprinted. There is the mugshot too tomorrow. Is that happening?
Yes, that has been the biggest question. He will be fingerprinted. He will have a mugshot. A million people ask if there's DNA taken. There's no DNA taken, and there is no mandatory reason for him to be handcuffed.
Okay. Julie Rendelman, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for that. Some good explanations there. Talk to you soon.